Hey everyone, Live487 here in widescreen. Today I'm going to be looking at a product I received in the mail from vapeking.com.au. It's the Vision Stone Tank version 3, so it's had a few updates made to it since obviously version 2. It's the first Vision Stone tank I've tried. I've tried other tanks like the Liquinator, the DCT tank from Smogtech, etc., etc. But they all start off well, but then you find after you change, say, the cartomizer, and it's like every time you change the cartomizer, you're sort of rolling the dice as to whether that cartomizer is going to work with the tank. So I wanted to try this one out. As you can see, I'll just go in here, zoom in a bit, or not zoom in, focus on the tank itself. You can see it's a CE2 style atomizer in there. So you've got the top sort of thing here with the atomizer, and the coil is in there, and then two wicks that sort of come out and down around the actual thing. And then you've got your juice down the bottom. You know, in the past I haven't had a lot of luck with CE2 style cartomizers or clearomizers. You know, I've always got like a burnt taste or a dry taste, like within a few minutes of doing it. You know, the first couple of vapes are fine, but then it just fails to wick and gets worse and worse and worse as time goes on. On top of that, I've always had issues with them in regards to the flavour being very muted, almost watery, to the point of it, you might as well be vaping on nothing, Anyway, as you can see, it's a fully sealed tank, so even turning it upside down, it's not going to drip any juice or anything like that. The ones the vapeking.com.au have, I'll just refocus that. It says here the 2.0 ohms, give or take 0.2 of an ohm. So the one in here, it seems to be spot on 2.0 from the way it's been vaping today. So it's good for 3.7 volt devices. I'm just having a look at the list of things, make sure I mention everything. But essentially, yeah, it's its ease of use as well as its performance that I really like. I'll just take it off the mod itself. So it's flush. I just have to refocus again. You can see it's flush with the bottom down there, okay. And then you've got this cap on top as well. And what's really good with other tanks, you've got these sort of there's one there. You've got these sort of O-ring sort of styled ends, and you sort of need to, like pull the ends off, and and fiddle around, pulling the cartomizer out of the bottom or out of the top or whatever to refill it and all that. But what's really great about this one is you can simply, I'll just put it so I don't spill the juice. You can simply unscrew the top like that, and it just comes straight off. Right, so you've got that bit, and then this bit here. Now you can see in there, there's that plug there, and that actually fits into there. And then as it screws down on top of this white thing. So it's all flush and sealed so that no juice can come over the top and into the centerpiece, because that's your air tube, so you don't want to get juice in there. And I believe that the bottom also screws off, but so you can clean it and also change that CE2 style atomizer, cartomizer in there. And you can actually buy those as a separate thing, so you don't have to buy the tank again. You can just buy another sort of atomizer and pull it out of this one and put it in the new one. So it makes sort of a cheaper option for that. But of course, you can probably clean these quite a few times and get a lot of use out of them. So I'll just show you how easy it is to fill. With these, you can see there's quite a lot of space down each side, so you don't need to mess around with needles or anything like that. I'll just see if I can do it on screen. Oh, it's a bit difficult. But yeah, just sort of stick the bottle down the side, squeeze, fill it up. I like to fill it up to just as it's touching the cup or the plug thing. Okay, so that's all nice and full up now. It does take a full 5 mils. I'm not sure what that level is there. It's probably about like 4 mils there. And you just sort of put it on so that the that little thing goes in the middle tube. Screw it on again. And that's it. It's done. It's filled and it's ready to go again. This drip tip is interchangeable, so you can put your own drip tip on there. I did notice the hole is a bit tight, and this is the only drip tip I can get on there at the moment. I've tried the other ones. I don't have. I think I've got another one here. I can try that. Oh. See, that's what just happened with this one. I just tried pulling out the drip tip on this, and the cartomizer pulled out the top, and of course the juice went on the desk. So that's why these ones, and you can see the juice coming off, that's why these ones suck compared to this. I mean, they might vape well, but as I say, every time you change the cartomizer, you're sort of rolling the dice. Anyway, I won't bother changing the drip tip then. But basically, you can change it to other ones. But as I say, this is the only one I've been able to fit in there. You do get a bit of condensation there. You can see there's a bit of liquid in there. But that's purely condensation. There's no way the liquid can get from in the tank out into here. That's just from me vaping, and then the condensation from all the vapor happening in this drip tip, and then just building up over time. So you can just shake out the build up of condensation in there, because it's not gonna leak out of there, so you can just shake it with a flick of your wrist. Have to clean this keyboard with some tissue in a minute, but that's alright as it is now. It wasn't that much, it was only a tiny bit anyway. But anyway, so as I say, I mean, it's not going to do that with this one. You can shake it around, you can bang it if you want, you can stick it upside down, put it in your pocket. When you pull it out of your pocket, you can hold on to this. Like the other day, I had the liquidator tank in the car, and my wife grabbed hold of it just to move it, and the tank just pulled straight off, and juice was everywhere in the car, But this one, you can grab hold of it, and it's not going anywhere, because it's all, all these are screwed in, so it's not going to do that. Yeah, so I'll have a bit of a vape of it, and I'll show you. Now this mix, for the record, is around about, because it's an 80-20 doubler, and then I've put like roughly 50% PG nicotine liquid in there. So it's you know, like it's probably 95% PG or something like that. So if you look at the vapor that's coming off this, it's you know, quite a lot. So plenty of vapor. The flavour is what surprised me. Like I say, all the CE2s I've had before, very muted flavour, very watery, just not worth bothering with, you know. So yeah, so this one better than an Ego T, better than a Stardust in my opinion. Probably on par with the C8s, the Core 8s that I reviewed the other day. Probably about that level of flavour. So it's actually really, really good, and it's a clean flavour because there's no filler. You know, you don't get all that sort of stale taste after a day or two of vaping. It's all clean, you know, so you're not getting that. So I've been using it since about 9 o'clock this morning. It's just past 10 now. So I've filled the tank, you know, like that was probably the second time I've filled it, but as you saw before, it wasn't really empty. It's still going fine, you know, no problems with it at all. The battery is getting a bit low. Plenty, and throat hit is what I would expect from this. I mean, this is a 6 milligram thing, and it's the same throat hit I would get off the Core 8s, a cartomizer, that kind of thing. So it's just as good. One thing, when it starts to get a bit low, what you might want to do is just go like that, just to make sure that it's wicking properly. I haven't had any major problems. I've not had one single dry hit today. No reduction in flavour, it's just been solid. But you just go like this, give it a couple of seconds, and you're back in business. So make sure you do that. You know, like if you do feel that it's getting the flavour is getting a bit weak, done. You know, can't do that with the other sort of the cartomizer style tanks. You know, if it's not wicking, it's just not wicking. You can do that sort of dry suck thing that people do, but you can't directly apply the juice, you know, to the coil like that. You know. Anyway, I really like it. I just can't seem to put it down. It's really, really that good. The Vapeking have them for $8.99. I got it when it was on special. That's why I decided to get it. But it's not on special anymore. So the regular price is $9, and the replacement like thing, cartomizer in there, is $3.50. So I mean, compared to some of the other tanks out there, you know, where they're like $20, $30, even $40, I've seen some tanks even more than that. You know, it's nothing. I mean, this is the price. This is less than some of the new atomizers that are on the market now. So definitely, if you're wanting to get a tank, this is probably one of the good ones to start with. If you tried the version 2 of this and you didn't like it because of some problem, maybe give this one a go, because I haven't had any problems. No gurgling, just perfect vaping non-stop. Perfect. Anyway, thanks for watching.